Hi everyone, it's Tish with Naptime Creations. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it'll help me out a lot, so hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to be making an 11 by 14 all resin or pure resin resin painting, and we're going to be pouring it in 2 layers. So let's jump in and get started. This first layer, I just used blue mylar glitter. It's like a super chunky iridescent blue, and I added that in to 12 ounces of MakerPoxy. It's a type of epoxy made by TotalBoat. I'll link all the materials I'm using down below in the description box. So I just went ahead and mixed in that glitter in with the clear resin, and I'm pouring it into my mold. And I got this mold off Amazon. It's actually a cake pan silicone mold, but it worked out perfectly for this project. I'm going in with my heat gun on low to pop bubbles. And I'm actually going to be sprinkling on a little bit more of that blue mylar glitter. And I'm also going to be sprinkling on some iridescent fine glitter, just because I wanted more of a glittery look to this piece. And I am going to take my little craft stick and push all that glitter down so it's kind of submerged in the resin. And I did mix my resin up off camera just to save time, but if you're new to resin and you want to see a tutorial showing step by step how to mix your resin, I will link my Milky Way coaster tutorial down below in the description box. Be sure to go check it out. I show you step by step how to mix your resin, and the coasters turned out really awesome as well. So here we are the next day. I'm going in with 10 ounces of clear resin. For this layer, I'm using the TotalBoat TableTop Epoxy, and I'm just making sure that I hit it with my heat gun really well and making sure that every single spot has good coverage of that clear resin. So there's no bare spots. I'm just taking my little craft stick and pushing that resin around to make sure it gets right up to the edge and in the corners. And I'm going to be using this bronze pigment by Arteza, Mayron Gold, and Violet Pearl Metallic from Stone Coat. And I'm also going to be using alcohol inks from Dryer Days Art Studio in Prussian Blue, Vivid Purple, and Vivid Pink. So I'm just going in with those alcohol inks and adding drops of color, just trying to add a good amount of each of my colors. And you do want to make sure you reserve some clear. If you guys try this out, I would reserve about an ounce or two of clear resin. And right there, I just went in with some clear over the alcohol ink drops. And now I'm going in with that Violet Pearl Metallic. It's like a color shifting interference purple. You could also use an interference blue. That would be really pretty. I did make some coasters using an interference blue on my channel not too long ago. So if you haven't seen that, it's basically the same exact technique, but in coaster form. I'll link that video down below and you can go check it out if you haven't seen that video. And now I'm just going in with the bronze. Just doing some, squiggly lines, adding it right over those alcohol inks, and I'm going to go in with the Mayron Gold as well. Just adding not too much of the Mayron Gold because the Mayron Gold will take over quickly. You don't want to add a whole bunch. It's better to add less and then heat it up with your heat gun, kind of move it around. And if you think you want a little bit more gold, you can always add more gold, but you can't really take it away. So just use less with the Mayron Gold. The bronze, it doesn't matter too much, and same thing with the interference pigments that you use, but the gold will take over quickly. If you're not careful, you'll end up with a completely gold painting. So I went in with my heat gun on high and just kind of blended everything out, hit those, lines with my heat gun to make sure that everything kind of blended so there was no harsh lines. I am going around the perimeter with some more Mayron Gold, just kind of taking my little stir stick and making some little swirly lines. And that's going to be it. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to cover it up, let it dry for 24 hours, and then we'll be ready to demold it. But you can see I'm already getting some fun cells showing up on this one. Here's how it turned out. I apologize. I forgot to press record when I popped it out of the mold, but this is how it turned out. That Mayron Gold gives you some great lacing, especially when you use it with a medium viscosity resin, like a tabletop epoxy, you want to make sure you use a thicker resin so you get this awesome cells and lacing. And you can get the Mayron Gold off Amazon. I'll link it down below as well. I just love how this turned out. It's got so much depth in there from pouring in layers, and you can see that beautiful blue mylar glitter from the first layer. It just gives it a really awesome, like, glowing effect. And I am going to give this one a top coat. So I was thinking it would be really cool to even attach this to a canvas, like an 11 by 14 canvas. Or I was thinking I'll just take a little sawtooth hanger, add a few drops of resin on the back, put the hanger on there, and then it'll be good to go to hang on the wall as wall art. Or you could even get like a desktop easel and display it like that on a shelf, would be really pretty. I hope you guys give this technique a try. It's so fun, and they always just turn out so beautiful. Make sure you go check out my coaster tutorial using this same technique. I'll link it down below in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and go check out a few more of my other videos. That'll really help out my channel a lot. I'll leave a few of my favorites right here. Just click the picture and it'll take you straight to the video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon for another video. Bye guys.